Hello, hello, YouTube family and friends. Unfortunately, I having a little problem with this stream yard. I know Lolo in the back. Sorry about that, y'all. Hey, Melissa, Reby. Hey, Mad Supporter. Y'all bear with me, please. Lolo is on the backstage. I don't know how to let him in. Trying to figure it out. I think I got it. I did it. Hey, Lolo.
Hey,
All right. Now I'm trying to see if Loyalty and anybody else coming. But I guess we can go ahead and get started, Lola. So welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Um I wanted hey Shelly, how you feeling, honey? I wanted Lolo to just kind of give us a update on what happened in the state case against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly yesterday. Not the whole thing, because he did all of that already on Dottie's channel. Pretty sure you all saw it. But for those who haven't seen it, he's just going to do a quick update and then we're just going to chat a little bit. So you can have the floor, Lola.
okay. Basically, yesterday, um, during the hearing, Steve wanted to get the charges dropped, um, due to there's no reason to go forward with this state case, and he had put in a motion for that. So the prosecutors was just basically said that he haven't put in a motion to drop all the charges. Um, so he got to put in another motion to drop all the charges because he didn't put include uh, the Rashana charges and he didn't include the Jorana charges, basically because they had already been uh, brought to the stand on a federal level. So he thought that there wasn't no need to put in for a motion for them not to appear on the state level because they had already brought their charges up, and he was convicted for both of them anyway.
Okay.
Uh, so it really wouldn't serve any purpose, and so he got to go back and do another motion that includes them, which would be the same motion that he did for uh, the Nina Carter and Heather Williams. He'll just include Geronda and Rashana into it. And that's and the judge has said that the next court hearing will be on the January 18th at 1 o'clock, and Rob has to appear in person.
Okay. So is it safe to say that Greenberg is still messing up? Like, what? I mean, like, why he didn't? He's the attorney. What's
Uh,
going on? Why he can't get the motions right?
I don't know what's going on, but
Hey, K baby, Melissa Renee. Hey,
I don't
you
know
know what?
what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Lolo, you know how to write in the chat from being on the panel.
No, I have to
Um,
go onto YouTube and then do it.
oh, okay. what I was going to ask you to do is put the information for the balloon release and the birthday party, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's balloon release and his birthday celebration. Or maybe you could just say it. I got moderators in here. They can put it, in the chat.
No, I'll go do it. Hold on. Let me go into your live in the chat. I'm gonna disappear on the StreamYard for a minute. I think.
Well, you don't have to do it right this minute. We'll do it before we end.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Melissa Renee say Bonjean already said she ain't about to play with them. She about to come with heat. Yeah, because that motion should have been did correct in the first place, in my opinion. hmm So how you feel about the state case, Lola?
The state case.
From being, from actually being there, like, what type of vibe did you get? Like, is it safe to say that you feel like it's going to get thrown out, or you feel like they're going to try it?
I feel like it's gonna be thrown out. The vibe in the room. I feel like those prosecutors, didn't want to be there themselves at the moment because kind of look into their eyes and see that they see that it's pretty much would be a waste of time and energy and taxpayers' money. But they got to go by what Kim Fox tell them to do.
Right.
Because she's their boss.
hmm
They can't drop the charge till they get the okay from Kim.
Right.
But however, if they want to choose to go through with this, then they will know, they must know that it will be televised all over the world. This trial will be televised all over the world. Everybody will get to see how corrupted things are dealing with this case.
And that's something to think about because the last two trials was not televised, and they had the media in favor of the government. So yeah, Kim need to think about that one.
Yeah, I put the stuff in the chat.
Thank you, Lola. Yeah, I see it. So, anything else you want to chat about, Lola? Anything in particular, or
Uh, the birthday party thing. I guess we can talk about that.
Okay.
Uh, so basically, the birthday party thing will be held in on January 7th at from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. But most times it go past 2 a.m. It'll probably take it another hour or so. Uh, it will be at the what's that place? Cajun Boiling Bar.
Yeah, I think it was there the
Out in
year
Orland
before
Park.
last, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was there for the past 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. It's out in Orland Park, which is like 20 minutes southwest of Chicago. Um, and we just basically get together and have a party. Have all there. Nothing is being played but R. Kelly's music, and we just jamming, drinking, jamming, eating, jamming, dancing, and just having a good time. And sometimes celebrities come through. Uh, and for the balloon release, I really don't know too much about it, but I heard supposed to be at the MCC uh, on his actual birthday, which would be the following day from the party. which would be January 8th, that Sunday, from noon to 1 or something like that. And supposed to release some balloons.
So y'all who planning on attending, don't get too drunk that night. You ain't gonna be able to get up if you want to make the balloon release. So put your drinks at a minimum. Um, anything else, Lola?
We can go whatever you want to ride with. We can go there.
Well, it was kind of funny. I was right in the middle of watching this video. This 10-year-old boy had been missing for 11 days. His father been going around passing out flyers, been all over the media. The FBI searched the home, himself, his wife. The Detroit police searched the home. They were trying to insinuate that the boy that it was they even did a press conference saying that the missing person is starting to gear towards more towards to being a homicide, and they start treating the guy like he killed his son. Why they found the little boy 11 days later in the basement alive? So I didn't get to finish. I got to finish it to really talk about it because that's where my time ran out. It was time for me to. I had already set this for 11 o'clock, so it was time for me to get going. But I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go back and watch it. It was pretty interesting.
And you said that was on what
It was
again?
on um what's that lady name? Nancy Grace, is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
It was on her it popped up on my timeline. But he was being interviewed with Nancy Grace. He was actually on the panel talking when it came in that his son was found alive in the basement.
Mm.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Why they didn't think to check the basement sooner?
He claimed they checked the basement.
And he wasn't there.
When the Detroit police was doing they had started doing their press conference. Hold on, let Loyalty in, you all. No, Loyalty not backstage.
Where's
He said he
loyalty?
backstage, but he not. He must be in the wrong. Lolo, I'm gonna try my best not to mess this up, but I need to send him the link because
I
obviously
sent him the link.
okay. But yeah, they were doing the press conference, and the Detroit police started. It looked like it was going negative, and I'm assuming I haven't watched it all yet, but I'm assuming that they're getting ready to say that there was abuse in the home, and the boy was afraid of his father because of what they said was the stepmother had hid him from the father because he didn't finish his homework and his house chores, and she threatened to tell the father, and that's what caused all this up. You know, so I'm starting to think. Well,
So why
I'm
hide
thinking
him?
at that moment that they're getting ready to try to say abuse, but I can't say that right now because I haven't finished watching
Why hide him?
it. Hmm.
Why hide him?
I guess so. He wouldn't whip his butt, and maybe he must. I don't know.
That's
I gotta finish
that's
watching it.
that's something funny. Like you hide him so
Oh, here go
he won't.
Loyalty. Hold on.
Yeah, you hide him so you won't. He wouldn't whoop him. But he ended up
Well,
missing for 11 days. That's crazy.
Yeah, and he
How
was
did
hiding in the basement. So I have to
his
say he
mama
could
didn't
not
know
have
he
been
was
in
in
the
the
basement
basement?
the whole time. He had to been going in and out. Hey, Loyalty.
hey, what's going on, Shaq? What up, Lo?
What up? How you been?
I'm good.
That's
I
good.
can't see the chat, so I'm gonna speak to the chat too. I can't see nobody.
You gotta hit chat.
I gotta hit chat. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, hit chat and then hit comments.
okay. Oh, there they go. Oh, there they go.
Yeah, works like magic, don't
Oh
it?
man, I feel so handicapped without it. There we go, K baby. Yeah, YTF, chill. Yeah, I
I
see
can't
him now.
tell who moderators, and I don't know how to add
Okay.
moderators
Yeah, there they go there.
through
But yes,
this.
sir.
Cause
How
I
y'all
hope I got
doing?
Shelly B. I think I got you, Melissa.
Yeah.
Mad supporter. There's a
Thank you,
couple people I
Lolo.
want to
Thank you,
moderate, but
sir.
I don't know how to do it on here.
Oh, you can't do it from StreamYard.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think. Yeah, I don't think
It's been a
you.
long time coming, huh? Shot, you figured it out?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I ain't gonna start
Man,
bragging.
man, I will be so far behind. I'll still be trying to figure it out. You did good. For real, you up and running.
She learning on the fly.
No,
Man.
it took me a whole 8 hours to learn even how to see. The problem was StreamYard is not on Google Play.
Okay.
And I couldn't find it. So I tried like about 13 different streams and I just didn't like them, or they wanted too much money up front. And I'm like, I'm not finna give $150 and I don't know how
Mm,
this thing work or if it's gonna work. So I'm like,
okay.
I need at least a free trial or something. So
Okay.
I ended up, no, I called Lady T and asked her how did she do the StreamYard. She told me I had to go under Chrome. So when I went in Chrome, I had no issues. I just got to learn how to work it.
What's going on, K baby? I already know what you doing.
You're welcome, Shelly. Soon as
K baby eating.
I have to
Yes,
go
sir.
live through YouTube to be able to moderate you.
Okay. Oh, let me
Yeah. So
check.
Loyalty, you got anything you want to speak on? You plan on
No.
attending the balloon release and the birthday celebration for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly?
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. So this the third one, right, Lo?
This be the third one that you
Right.
going to.
All right. I'm saying so. It was one. If I'm saying it was one before that is what I'm basically asking,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I made the last two. You know, it's a good event. You know, it's a good thing. You know, I know. Sometimes they say, you know, so I guess like balloon releases, I guess for people that's probably no longer here with us, and you celebrate certain things, it'll be good for the person to be around. But you know, since they did meet with the man, I mean, this is one way that me personally have seen where he is really celebrated. It's so much love in that room for just him. It's not really been about him in so long. So Lolo, you know, the first time we went there, I was so shocked to see that crowd, to see that line. You know, I mean, it should be like that, but
we pulled
it
up.
was just it
We
was just
pulled up,
beautiful to
and
me. You
Loyalty's
know,
like, we at the wrong spot. I don't think this is
right? Is this the right spot? And
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
yeah.
wow. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you get in there, it's like it's all kales. It's like three different sections. You know what I'm saying? It's just a beautiful environment. You ain't got to deal with no hate, no negativity. You know what I'm saying? Just a beautiful environment. So when me coming from like looking at like the internet and hearing things in court, that's like a good relief for me as a fan, as a supporter. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing has been really good about this man. You know what I'm saying? On the out, unless you've been like on the inside, but on the outside looking in, from the media to some of the YouTube, it has not been too much to celebrate about this man. But that party celebration, if you have not made it there, that was, man, Lolo. You know how I felt about that. That was the
Yeah,
single most thing that I felt good about because it was a way to celebrate him. He was not muted at all. It was all love. And you know what I'm saying? You know, of course, if he was out, of course, if he was somewhere near, it'd be so much more better. But just the atmosphere alone, everybody getting along, everybody just all about R. Kelly. R. Kelly, like you say, it's two DJs, three different little sections, it's food. It's just a good environment for me. I understand all the negativity, hearing negativity, being somewhat involved in some of the negativity. You know, so it was just a good way to celebrate the man. And it's his birthday, and it was just good for me. And it was so cold, and you get all them people to come out in the Chat Town. It was a beautiful thing. Now, if we could have got half them people, if not all them people, to come to the protest in the court, it'd have been a beautiful thing. So if you have not been there, you would not. The love was in the air. So that's all I could say. So it was just a good way to celebrate him. But if he was out and definitely close to us, yes, we would want him to be out and to be just so close to us and of course celebrate with us. But We don't have that luxury right now. But it's a way to celebrate. I mean, like I say, the love is there. So if you never attended it and just have not been in that room, and if you have seen so much as negativity, that's a good relief for me. And it was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And I was glad that Lolo invited me and told me about it because I didn't know about it. I don't know how to Reese puts it out there on Facebook or whatever. But I was just so glad I was able to attend. You know, it's just a good way to celebrate that man. He was not muted, and he's not really muted in Chicago for the most part. But that night there, all R. Kelly, you couldn't go wrong. I mean, I enjoyed myself. You know, so I enjoyed myself 100. And you know, even if he wasn't there, just to meet new people, to see a lot of familiar faces, to hear all that great music and all them sing-alongs. The DJ would cut the music like down, and we would just sing along because everybody in the room knew the words. It was just a beautiful thing. So you know,
Right.
like I said, it'd be much better, of course, if he was out somewhere where he could go like join in with us. But we don't have that luxury, like I say right now. But I'm quite sure he
Mm-hmm.
know about it, and you know he appreciate us doing that. You know, what I'm saying for the most part, because you know that night ain't no mutant baby. It's all chaos, sing-alongs, and Lolo. It was a lot of younger women there, like the 30. You know, what I'm saying on up. I'm thinking like you know, what I'm saying maybe
20,
our age,
20,
40.
21,
Oh
20.
man, they knew every word. You know,
Yeah.
they stood in that long line, half dressed, cold in Chicago, and paid their money to get in and enjoy themselves for real. But man, I applaud that. You know what I'm saying? I applaud that. You know. Yeah. So like
Yeah,
I say,
that's
I'm
what's
going. I plan on attending this year, Shy. You know, if you
mm.
can
I'm gonna
make it,
go. I'm going this year.
you know,
The
it's a
only reason
beautiful
why I
thing.
didn't attend the last few is because of COVID, and I wasn't vaccinated.
Okay.
And you know, I
Okay.
got underlying illnesses. I was
Okay.
nervous.
Yeah.
I felt okay being outdoors, but
Hmm.
I didn't want to be like in no clubs and stuff like that
Okay. Okay. I
until
get you.
I
I
got
get you.
vaccinated. But I'm straight now. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'll be going. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Melissa.
Yeah.
Melissa Renee has a birthday coming soon.
When
Okay.
it
Well,
when
happy
is it?
birthday.
When is it?
When is it, Melissa? I just see Shelly B said at Melissa, happy early birthday to
Early
you.
birthday.
To you, baby. Yeah, when is your birthday, Melissa?
Chi-Town just had a birthday too.
Yeah, man, it was on the 4th.
Oh yeah. Of course, I was
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, Loyalty came out and celebrated with me.
Yeah.
We
Beautiful
had some fun.
environment. Oh yeah. Always.
Hey,
Have me
Loyalty,
food and
my
fun.
mother called me the next day and said, do you know you danced for 4 hours?
Oh, I went on there, had to tell mom, say, look, mom just looking at you know all the words to the song. Mom's looking at her like, yeah, where did this girl get that from? But it's good. Always enjoy yourself, Shy. You know, we don't get out much. You know what I'm saying? When we get out, you know what I'm saying, we enjoy ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like good, clean fun, you know what I'm saying, being around family and friends, you know what I'm saying, just a good environment. Always when I kick with you and your family, Shy. Always. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
Always.
thank you,
Every
thank
time
you. I
every time
appreciate
we
it.
hang out, we
We
have a good
enjoy you
time.
too, Loyalty. I promise you
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You could just be yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you
Thank you,
feel
Shelly.
comfortable, you feel the love, you know what I'm saying? Every time we hang out, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I say this internet, I'm getting used to it, Shad Lolo. You know how I say I don't really do it, but I don't mind. I mean, I'm getting used to it and I appreciate it. But it's nothing like being around each other and meeting each other. Like outside of being on YouTube and saying hi to each other, to actually meet
Oh
you guys
yeah,
and to meet
we
some
done had
people
a
and to
lot of
hang
fun
out.
together.
Oh man,
Uh-huh.
it's just a beautiful thing. So I just learned to take the internet for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause it's so far off, far
Hey,
when it comes to this
Claudine.
case, when it comes to people, petting these narratives. It's just the internet is so far off. So I would just say if you never made it just even to a court appearance or a protest, if you haven't made it out to meet any people or to hear the actual case and facts of his case and to interact with the lawyers and just see things for yourself, you're doing yourself a disservice. So you can listen to the internet and YouTube and whatever you want to, and the people that dislike this man, you know, I understand that. But if you have not made nothing, oh no, 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 you don't know the half. You have really need to be there. And if anybody just going off some what paperwork or whatever, now they're against the man. That means, in my opinion, you was never for the man because I was there in court along with a lot of other people, and I'm quite sure they could second and third what I'm finna say of that. I'm not believing that paperwork. I was there, so you can read all the transcripts that you want to read, but those transcripts are not believable. They did what they wanted to do with that, but if you was not there, and you can believe what you want to believe. So I think we the people that are there and really support and know the real
Loyalty spent a lot of his time just shaking his head.
man, none of that, man. So they can read the transcripts, you know what I'm saying? But I was there, so that still don't convince me to think the man was guilty. But just because somebody put it on a paper, no, that's not what that means to me. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't had the luxury of actually being there, seeing it, hearing it for your own ears, seeing it with your own eyes, and just interacting, just seeing the whole case, no, you're gonna just you gotta get what the people give you. Not saying it's not a good thing, but it's a lot of things that you're gonna miss. You need to see for your own self and make your own judgments. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I had the luxury of being there. And I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the internet and YouTube because I stay around as much as I can in the bushes, but I appreciate the fact that I was just there. You know what I'm saying? If there's nothing like being there hands on, like really seeing it. So that's why I know why I'm supporting and the fight that I'm in, I'm still doing the right thing. I'm not gonna give up on this man and for the fight just because he got 30 years. Man, anybody could have got that 30 technically the way they gave that 30 out. If you would have been in New York and saw how that went, and if you was in the Chicago trial any day, and you know how that went. So we just fighting. But it's
Yeah,
like
it is.
anybody
It
right
is
now,
different when you actually there.
it's a big difference.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
not
something
saying
else, Loyalty. It's a big difference when you actually in the live courtroom than in the overflow room.
right,
That's a
man.
big difference in my
Right, when you
opinion.
actually see exactly. I don't want to look at no screen. I mean, we had
Right,
to,
you
but
get to see
no.
the expression
You
on
get
the
to see the
jury
expressions
faces.
exactly.
You get to
You
see
get
the
everybody
expression on
reaction
everybody, the
exactly.
attorneys, even the in that overflow room. You don't get to see anything.
No,
I hated
and
being in that overflow room.
can nobody tell me that everything that's in on transcripts are true? All that paperwork that is not true. So that you could read it and it could read out to make it be true, and they could want it to be true and make it sound to be true. But that's not true. I was there. You know what I'm saying? And when no one is fighting this man, we are not fanned out. You know what I'm saying? Anybody doing this because we love his music. I don't know what people get that, you know what I'm saying? Like we're just like super fanned out. And like just because we love his music, we will let him run around doing this like it's okay because we love his music. People need to get that out of their
Well,
mind.
honestly, I think
That is
I'm just
that's
speaking for
crazy.
us. I think for us, we really stepped into it because he's Chicago. You know,
Exactly. First and
that's where it
foremost.
started at.
Yes, and it's in our face. It's in our face. So therefore, that make you intrigued. You want to know the facts of the case because as a man, you just can't put that on any man. If you told me this, I don't care what man it was, you still have to show me the fact that this man did anything to some kids. And by me being here in Chicago all my life, and at that time, and we talking about the '90s when this stuff first started, it wouldn't have been that easy for anybody to just walk in these hoods and touch on anybody kids. You know that, Chateau. We big on
Hmm.
family. We had fathers, grandfathers, uncles, brothers, neighbors. So everybody watched each other. Wasn't no internet, wasn't no cameras. We had the street lights. So you couldn't come in my neighborhood and touch my cousins, none of my friends' cousins, sisters. You couldn't see no limousines. And if you talking about you want to be a singer, it's gonna be somebody with you. If you was over a friend house, you talked to their mother via phone. You was sitting on the porch. When the street lights came on, you was close to your house. And this was in the '90s. There was a lot of two-parent homes. So of course it was broken homes. It's a lot of single parents
Unless
now.
loyalty,
But back
unless the
then,
parents are right there with it and behind it.
exactly,
And in this case,
unless,
that's allegedly that's what it was.
unless, unless. So I'm saying, look at it like this. I had a grandfather, I had father, I had uncles, I had aunties, strong black women. There's no way nobody, I don't care who it was, that was gonna come and my cousin gonna be gone for no days, and we not looking for my cousin, male or female. We didn't grow like that as a family, as a community. We now it's a lot different. That's why I appreciate my strong black women because back then I had a father. A lot of my cousins had fathers and mothers. A lot of my friends had mother and fathers. So it was a lot different back then. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that don't make it right or wrong, but we policed each other as far as the community, sticking together as a family from schools on home. Back then, you get your butt whooped at school. Then you
Mm-hmm.
go home and get your butt whooped.
Sure
Then
did.
you can get two,
Yeah.
three whoopings.
The
They will
neighbors
take
whooped
you
your
out
butt
of
too.
class. the neighbors. You could get put out of class, go get a whooping, and go right back to class.
And
You know
as a
how it
matter of
goes,
fact,
Shy.
back then you was raised by the neighborhood.
About the neighborhood. So all this, so you got to think about this. The time they're saying he allegedly was doing all these things. These things was going on. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about the early '90s. It was not going on. Even the streets was very, very intact. Chi-Town. We ain't have to go into the depths of that. It was very intact. So when I call myself being outside Chi-Town, nobody could just come out of the hood and just do that. No one, Shy. In any hood, at that time we had good
Mm-hmm.
discipline. We had a good chain of command. We had good structure. We had good rules in play. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
was
ain't gonna
just
say
about to
what we
bring
was
that
doing
up
was the
too.
right way, but was nobody sending no limos and coming through my neighborhood or picking up my cousins, like I say, my neighbors' kids. We said we on all that. We didn't need no Wi-Fi, no screenshots, no internet. You know what I'm saying? No, none of that. We was on all that. Could nobody do that? So if R. Kelly would have came in my hood, sending a limo to get my cousin, okay, okay, okay. And I'm quite sure a lot of people would say anybody. My cousins, knowing me as a male, could be just missing. Go over grandma's house and be gone. I may have friends over grandma's house, over my auntie house. Yeah, I had different friends, but like I say, we knew each other as a family. And my mother and aunties, people, they knew my friends. And basically, it was my friends, auntie, mother, grandmother, friends of the family. So we kind of approached each other differently back then. So all that, he was just driving around, going to all these high schools, picking up girls. Man, don't believe that. Please don't believe that. Do not believe that. Because believe you me, it's safe to say, if anybody was doing that, if he was doing that, he would have left Chicago a long time ago. That would have been policed a long time ago. I don't care what you was, who you were trying to be. Because he was only, he only had, one album at that time? So he was just becoming great. So he didn't have time to do that. If anybody know how he do in Chicago, he was a workaholic. He didn't have time to even do all that. What did they allege he did? So come on, some of this stuff, people, y'all just can't, you can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And I believe you,
Mm-hmm.
me, and a lot of people that I'm around, we're not just fans. We're not just doing it because he this and that. No, we actually dug deep. We did our homework. We really thought about the facts of the matter. We wouldn't still be standing here today
Hey,
if we
Diva.
thought this man was a pedophile. No way, shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? So I just tell the people, man, just pray for the man. If you're praying for him, continue to pray for the man. It's gonna be a fight, a long fight. But if you're gonna let some paperwork change your mind to think this man is guilty, you was never in the fight. You was never for this man or for the injustice from the word go. Because the way that paperwork and from what I see with my own eyes, it could have been me there, respectfully, you Lolo. It could have been my brother. It could have been my uncle. It could have been any brother, black man, anybody on that stand the way they did. So they was out to get this man, and they did what they did. They got it the way they had to get it. So don't believe all the stuff you hear. You know what I'm saying? Some of that stuff is just pulled on to make it look a certain way. But I can honestly
I
say,
just wanted it to be where if they believed it, then charge it accordingly.
right, that's all.
Don't make it like a RICO when it wasn't on RICO.
Right.
What,
If
what,
you're gonna believe
what do
it's
you
a
say? Hold
RICO,
on.
then you have to
As a young girl, we
bring
couldn't
in
be.
every other person that you believe had a
Right,
hand in
right,
it.
Master Porter. We couldn't even be in a room when adults were talking. We had to leave the room when you hear grown folks talking. You know what I'm saying? We knew the old saying, stay in a child's place. I knew not to be in a room where my auntie now was talking and my mother now was talking. You leave the room. You knew not to be in their face as a child. So all this was not happening. Definitely not in the early '90s. No, no, and no, it was not happening. Not on my block. Nowhere near me. None of a lot of people I know. Now everything wasn't always peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure it was going on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But the way they make it like that, no. If you got past a grandfather, a father, uncles, and brothers, if all of them allowing it, or I guess so what, okaying it, who am I as an outsider, as a friend, to really be that concerned about it? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm minding my own business as a child. I'm doing what I need to be doing. So if you saw some of that sort, it was a lot of people, a lot of men around to handle that. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't know. I don't know why people trying to like they trying to like make the people make him like say he did this. They making the people come out and making them say it was wrong and making them do this and that. You know, but it's okay.
Well, you look, I met this lady last year, and I don't even know how we even got on the subject of
Mm.
R. Kelly, but we end up on the subject of R. Kelly, and she said that, girl, my sister was trying to force my niece on that man. And I said, how old was your niece? I think she said her niece was 16. But she said her sister was trying to push her niece on him. So I asked her, I said, what did he end up in? She was like, no, but my, my sister something else, girl. She wanted that money.
Oh yeah.
These parents is something else, I'm telling you.
Oh, well, that's where it starts from. And
Exactly.
that's where everything starts from. I was gonna say, if the mother, if that's the floating rumor that you could get close to him by putting a young girl in his face, then yeah, as a parent, yeah, you think, yeah, yeah. So what you gonna do with
Hmm.
that? What you gonna do with that?
Well, I don't want to, really say too much, but I've talked to brothers and was told how it's unbelievable how these people was trying to push their kids in that man's face. For real.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, man.
the
Okay.
same ones want to turn around and claim their kids missing. Oh my God. None of that stuff would have even went anywhere if he was just a regular Joe Blow. Y'all know that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You know that. Like I said, at the end of the day,
So
it's
many
all about
people
the
in
money.
Chicago.
It's all about
Look,
the money.
I know
So
a guy right now. I ain't gonna say his
Yeah,
name.
if it was regular Joe Blow, then they wouldn't have brought Rico
Mm-mm.
to it.
oh
He's
yeah,
64. His
It just would have
girlfriend
been just
29.
statutory rape. It
yeah.
wouldn't been no
And nobody
Rico and
cares. Nobody says nothing. I'm like, well, how you gonna convict this person and just not even look at this? That's
Right.
that's my problem. If you're gonna
Right.
lock him up, y'all need to pull out them paddy wagons now. Let's be
Oh
real.
yeah, man. Like, I mean, we could go there. We could go that way
I
like
know
all day long.
so many
Right.
people, so many people that done
Right.
been,
It's like I said. By the time I went on senior prom, it was grown men in my prom.
oh
Like
yeah,
I
of
said,
course,
so I
yeah,
mean, in
mine's
prom,
too.
just
of
what you're
course.
17. So
Yep.
therefore, he had to get past the parents because I knew some of these girls. They had parents. The dad was at home. I knew their brother. You know what I'm saying? So if the grown man got past the brother we go to school with us, they got an older brother at home. Daddy here. She got a grandfather. She got uncles over here. All of them okay, just grown man to take their niece, daughter, granddaughter, baby to prom. Then who am I to who think is wrong? You know what I'm saying? My prom day was my age. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, it didn't seem wrong to me because
Right.
it didn't seem like none of my business. And basically, like
Right.
what's going on as far as this case, this is like none of my business. They telling me like a personal business what they do in the bedroom. Now I really cannot to know this because I need to see some criminal activity here. And from me being at trial from New York to going to Chicago, I still don't see nothing criminal. You dig what I'm saying? So they can make it and print it out and type it up the way they want to type it up. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't see nothing criminal. They just telling me, like, I guess the way he like to have sex and how many people he may have had sex with and things he like to do during sex. I mean, but that I mean, I can't like to really know that really. That's like, but like I said, if all that's criminal, just because the way he like to have sex with whether it's a Jane or a John Doe, who like really cares? You know what I'm saying? I really don't care about who the man sleep with. Like technically, I'm just looking at the facts of the matter and the way they're going about, so getting to arriving on their case.
Right.
And I just don't see it. And a lot of people know, they did it right. Because what's the first thing you do? The first thing, if anybody know and they know about Kales, they know he gonna tour. That's how he make his bread and butter. I don't know what else he do to get his money outside of writing and producing. I know he get all that, but he gonna always make some money by touring.
Yeah,
He'll do two here in Chicago and go. So he been always touring. So what they do? They cut that money off. And when you did that, that started right there because at that point he can't make money. Then he can't
Well,
get the
they
best,
did
some
that.
representation as he
They
can.
stopped him from they cut his funds so he couldn't afford
A good lawyer.
effective counsel.
Yeah,
And you
exactly,
see, it
exactly.
played out just the way it was all
Exactly.
strategically.
Yeah.
I can't say
Because
that word.
if he had some more
Strategically,
money,
Strategically.
yeah,
yeah. If he
yeah.
had some money, I mean, he probably had some money, but if he had money like he should have, he could have paid for good counsel. Because he could not get house arrest? He couldn't even get house arrest. Then David McDowell was on house arrest for 3 years. He couldn't even get a bond or nothing. No, come on now.
They let everybody out for
Right,
COVID except for Rob
right.
and Bill.
Yeah. So yeah, so I think what I'm saying they kind of broke them down in the money department because everybody knows if you got good counsel, you can buy yourself a little bit of time. That's pretty much what it's about. I'm not saying you're guilty or nothing. That just at least get you to the point where you can get house arrest. Because Dave McDowell, what he had, Showtime and Lolo, what he had, 4, 5 lawyers come in with him, like the
Yeah.
dream team.
Five
Yep, he
lawyers.
He
had
had
his
5
own little
lawyers.
team, and
He
they
had his
was
own little
good too.
team. They was just yes, man.
They
Boss and
was
the
good.
guys, they did their job. You know what I'm saying? They helped Mr. Kells, Kells for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we'll take it, whatever worked, it worked out. You know what I'm saying? He got some not guilty there. They wanted to be guilty of everything.
The
So like I
most the
say,
most important charge that would have gave him a lot of years,
right.
he got
So like
not guilty for.
right. So people I guess they could read the transcripts and still have the narrative painted in their mind. But if they wasn't at that trial to see Bonjean work and to see Bonem work and to really see how the government was painting that picture and see them witnesses and all these people that got immunity, oh man, yeah, what's there? Keep listening to YouTube and keep reading them paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing yourself a disservice. Because none of that, no, you really have to be there to get it, and it was a fight. It was a fight. Jennifer was fighting. I was glad I was there to see the fight. And the fight is not over with. You know what I'm saying? They say she's a little pit bull. She was in there fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you want, somebody to fight the man. Because our voices as supporters, our voices are only going
And
to reach
and she
so
just
far. We only
and
could
she was
do
just
so
coming
much.
on the case.
Yeah. You know what
Just
I'm
like
saying?
Kennick was just coming on the case.
Yeah. So like I said, and stuff like that, Lolo, see, they didn't know we had the chance to meet two of Bonjean's daughters. You know what I'm saying? We met the team. So when you get to talk to the lawyers and interact with them just on off camera, off record, just to see how they feel, the passion about the case, that we know he's
Mm-hmm.
in good hands. That's why I said we know he's in good hands because as supporters, we only could do so much. We only could reach so far. So I think he's in good hands with Bonjean. That's all I'm saying. But if he had some more money, he probably could have 2 or 3 Bonjeans. You know what I'm saying? Really make it, you know what I'm saying, a real fight. But
Yeah,
she in that fight,
could
and
have
that's
had
all I can ask for.
Bonjean, Michael
You know, that's
Jackson
all.
attorney.
Yeah, that's all. So they cut that off first because they know if he ain't gonna do nothing, he ain't got to write another hit. He ain't got to go in the studio. He could tour. They know the man love to tour because he love his fans. He love to get to that stage. That's always gonna bring him revenue. And so they cut that off. They crippled him right there. So he couldn't get good counsel. He couldn't do nothing. Couldn't get no money. They got him right there. They knew exactly where to get him. You know what I'm saying? Then they know how much he worth. You know what I'm saying? They know if he get out, what he gonna do? He can make a new him. He can make new money. They don't want him to get out and he get this new money. He can make some new money. They can have all the old money. They could take the 700 million, whatever. They could take that. I bet you could get out and make some new money. They still don't want that. They still want to keep him down, paint this picture, making him poster child for pedophilia. You know, and we got people. I mean people bushes and they believe it. They talk so bad about the man. They talk so bad about Chicago. They talk so bad about his supporters, his fans. We support pedophilia. They sound so crazy. We are all grown adults. And a lot of people on here are my age. They have children, grandchildren. I've been around some of these women, like Chi-Town, and Lolo got a daughter, and Chi-Town got grandchildren. So you think we're really supporting pedophilia? Y'all are out of y'all mind. You understand what I'm saying? So I just sit back and just laugh. They so misinformed. And people think they from Chicago. They know so much. They know so much. This been going on. This been going on.
And the doctor that examined him said
Stop
he
it.
wasn't
Stop
he
it.
he not going to diagnose him as a
Well,
pedophile.
Loyalty, that have been going on in Chicago because when I was in high school,
I'm
just
talking
like
about
you
with
said
him.
about the prom. Oh,
I'm talking
no,
about with
I'm talking
him.
about when we was growing up. I got so many high school friends that was dating and having babies by
Yeah. I'm just
24,
saying.
25, 26 year olds.
Yeah.
And it was just like acceptable. Nobody. I guess that's why I don't know.
I'm not saying like I'm saying,
I
Shaq.
never heard no rah rah about it until now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like they always say, you know, the old saying that women mature faster than men. Okay,
Right.
that's very true. Because like I say, I mean, I can admit it. I done told you Lolo and I told you Shattown. I was like a virgin, so I was like my junior year of high school. So I learned
Hmm.
I know so I was slow. I was slow in that department. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm
Hmm.
not ashamed to admit that. But it was a lot of people, my friends including, that was having sex, doing this and doing that. I just wasn't ready for that. So I'm just saying,
Hmm.
if it was acceptable, that's on the household. That's their business. That wasn't
Right.
my business. I went on that type of time. I waited till I was ready to jump off the porch. Now that's when I had
Hmm.
my father there. I had my grandfather. I had aunties. So when I was ready to do that, I knew how to do it. I was ready for that. I'm just saying,
Hmm.
you just couldn't come and just grab me and I'd be gone for the weekend. Nah, no, it couldn't happen like that. So that's why I said it starts at home. Cause none of my cousins had the luxury of just being gone for the weekend, being missing, jumping over gates and stuff, lying. You know what I'm saying? Ditching school. We went on that type of time. But if it was going
Hmm.
on, that was that parents, that was that household, that was on that child parents. That ain't none of our business. We mind our own business. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah, everybody mind their business.
So it just wasn't going on. So if it was happening, that wasn't none of our business. Like what they telling me, it just ain't my business. They tell me, I don't want to know who this man slept with. This ain't my business. Whether it's the mother, the daughter, the singer, the background singer, I don't care. I don't care. Ain't none of that criminal. Because like I say, if it can't be criminal, like you say, I done seen it around me. So how is it criminal? You getting past all these men, they're getting past the daddies, the uncles, the brothers. You know what I'm saying? All these guys in the hood, friends of the family. You couldn't get past none of that. My auntie boyfriend, my auntie baby daddy, my uncle, my granddaddy, my neighbor. And no, we didn't play that. Definitely not back then. So yes, it's different time. There's a lot of single women, strong black women. That's why I applaud y'all women, Chi-Town, because it's different. But in the early '90s, oh no,
Thank you, Lord.
we had two family homes. We wasn't playing
Hmm.
that. It wasn't going down. We don't care who you was. We don't care who you was. And yeah, I tell
Right.
people all the time, he only had one album. So he wasn't even the king at that time, if you want to, you know what I'm saying? He was still grinding. He was still becoming himself. He was still working on his craft, making them hits. He didn't have time to do all that.
Right.
So if any of that was
Mm-hmm.
going on, it was all volunteered. Them people knew what was going on, and ain't none of our business. If the daddy said it was cool, if the grandfather said it was cool, if the brother said it was cool, if the uncle said it was cool, if the stepdaddy said it was cool, if everybody said it was cool, then what business of it is mine? What business is mine? It's none of our business. Technically, of course, it's been going on. I've been seeing it, but it's none of my business, Chi-Town. I stayed in my place. I rode my bike up until I got my driver's license in high school.
Yeah, you right
I knew
about
how to
that,
stay.
Shelly
I
B. I
knew how to
spoke
stay in
on
the
that too.
child's place. I knew how to stay in the
Hmm.
child's place. Is what I'm saying. So it
Yeah,
starts at home.
Shelly B. I'm reading Shelly B.
What she say?
Her chat. She say back in the 1800s, early 1900s, there was mothers and fathers giving their
Yeah,
13 and 14-year-old
yeah,
daughters
yes,
away to men who were 40 and 50
right,
years old. And you know why, Shelly B? They did that because they wanted their daughters to be able to be taken care of.
right,
Couldn't no 13, 14-year-old boy take care of their daughters.
right.
They
Yeah,
wanted
right.
to
So yeah,
put a
it
less
goes that deep.
burden on their household because there was a lot back then. The women, if they wasn't in slavery, they didn't work. The men went out and brought home the bacon.
Right,
So
right, right.
the less in
Like
the house, the better
right,
for his pockets.
right,
So okay, you 13. Come on, it's time to get you up out of here.
right.
But I'm your dad and I love you, so I gotta make sure you got somebody that can take care of you. I
Like I
don't know
say,
how you think
like I
that's
tell
just
them,
my
Chi-Town,
opinion. Just my
I'm glad I
opinion.
was raised the way I was raised and around
Hey,
the men and women
Earthstar.
that I was around. But see, my grandfather, he didn't even want grandma to work. Granddaddy took care of 9 children. Okay, the granddaddy took care of 9 children. He did not want
Mm-hmm.
grandma to work. So in the ideal world, man, it would be so beautiful if I had a great career and I had a wife that I could let her sit home. And I say sit home and be best and pregnant. We would be just a team. And so it was a beautiful thing to see my grandfather take care of 9 kids and my grandmother. But you guess what, Chi-Town? Who was the boss of that house? Who ran it?
The dad.
No. Grandma ran that house, shot
Grandma. Oh
town.
yeah, grandma. Yeah, yeah.
Granddaddy brought that money home to
Right, right,
grandma.
right. Yeah. Oh yeah, you
Who
talking
did
about
I
your
take to the
grandparents? I'm sorry.
who did I take
Hmm.
to the bank? Who balanced them checkbooks?
Right. Hmm.
Granddaddy name was on the checks, but who I ain't seen Granddaddy
But
write one
grandma
check.
ran everything. Yeah,
Ran everything with the
yeah.
plants in the front of the window. You water the plants.
My
Everybody know how to
grandfather
water
brought
their
his
plants.
check home just like he made it.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So we talking about a
Hmm.
different time and age, and yes, this been going on with the older men with the younger women. That's been going on
Hmm.
forever. Everybody knows that. So they trying to act
Hmm.
like if they want to say it ain't just start with this man. Like you said, it got to be. It starts at home. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It starts
Hmm.
at home. Like I say, so it was none of my business. But I know I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. If I was, like I say, if I want to really do something, I would have to sneak around and really
Hey,
cut
Judith.
corners and try to lie. So like I said, I had the luxury of having a two-parent home, grandmother, grandfather, uncles. That I had the luxury of waiting my time. I didn't have to rush to jump off the porch, and I wasn't pushing no woman face. So I knew when it was ready for me to have sex.
Right.
To experience that. And they told me to
Hmm.
always wear a condom, and that comes from my aunties. They said whenever you do it, nephew, you put this condom on. I don't care what that woman say. I don't care how you think you might feel without it. You always wear a condom, nephew. That was instilled
Right.
in me from the word go. This was before I even started having sex. So
Hmm.
certain things, like you say, it starts at home. I cannot be just gone missing, having sex with some older woman and don't nobody know where I'm at. Do you know half the goddamn city of Chicago, excuse my French, will become looking for me? So if
Right.
this
Mm-hmm.
man was
Right.
holding somebody hostage, if somebody was missing, okay,
Yeah.
I know a lot of families that would be. We wouldn't be doing no press conference in front of that mansion. We wouldn't be at throwing no rocks in no recording studio. We'd be up in that boy. We'd be in the
Okay.
trunk wherever we thought they was at, respectfully.
Okay.
Regardless of what she's saying, but she ain't got this. I'm straight. No, we gonna see if you straight. We gonna see if you straight. We don't care what you say. You can make a tweet. You can go on internet. We gonna see if we straight. You gonna come down. We gonna catch you and him, respectfully.
Facts. Facts.
I know I'm out here with a baseball bat. It's savage. It's savage. Man, ain't nobody outside with no baseball bat playing no games. Record me. Record me. Got the sister making a damn disc record. Man, we ain't on that type of time. We ain't on that type of time.
Hey,
We ain't
Right.
on that type of time.
Loyalty, do that again. Out there with baseball bat.
It's
This side.
savage. It's savage. You know who I am. It's savage. Come on, man. Stop it. His
he,
coworker told you what
he
it
said
was.
he said you got 48 hours.
They got 48 hours.
Who,
It's
who,
savage.
like why would you give 48 hours just go?
Ain't he the same man that sued the restaurant because he was ill?
Yeah. Yeah.
he had COVID back then, right? Didn't him and his wife make like a Coke commercial or something? Come
Yeah, and
on,
they
man.
found out that
Yeah,
lawsuit
stop
was
it, man. They've been about the
fraudulent.
Benjamins, trying to get their foot in the door. They've been about the Benjamins. Come on. That's what I'm saying. It starts at home. For real. Yeah, man, I don't know what type of skills they got as a parent, but on the outside looking in, their skills don't look too good to me. You know what I'm saying? It starts at home. Talking about lingerie shops and all this and
Yeah,
that.
Judith.
Come on, man.
Judith
What that
says
do?
my parents married in the early 40s. My mom was 17 and my dad was 15. Had 9 children and stayed married until they died. Wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it was back then.
That's how it was, and that's how it was. And like I say, I still I still value marriage. You know, so some people marriage don't carry enough value nowadays, Shatan, respectfully. So that's why when I see you and your husband, that true love, I love that. You know, so I know y'all really love each other. So when I hear
Thank you,
people trying
Lord.
to speak on y'all union, it kind of gets to me because I know true love,
Because you know the truth.
strong
You
love
know
when
the
I say it
truth.
because
We
I
all
know it.
know that it
I
is
love
just lie.
I love when y'all argue and fight and go back and forth with each other. Like we was at the party, you like, come on, man. Yeah, you like, I'm coming, Jay. It'd be so beautiful to see. You dig what I'm saying? So
Lord,
like I
I'm
say,
so drunk.
man, I
I
know
probably was trying to
I know you
I
was.
probably
You
was
like,
trying
come on, man.
to process what he was
You
saying
probably
to
still
me.
trying to dance some more. No, you probably still trying to dance. It was time to go. We was wrapping things up. You like,
Oh,
come on,
okay.
man. But I know he got your back 1,000 while because
Oh
believe you
yeah.
me, he was watching you to make sure everything was good.
Oh
Point
yeah.
point blank period. And you got his back 1,000 while. and that's what
Of
I appreciate
course.
about it. So that's a great union. So I just love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Thank
it's
you, Lord.
missing. It's missing. I still value marriage, Shot Town. That's why I don't really play around with
Mm-hmm.
people. I value marriage, is what I'm saying. I still got them
Mm-hmm.
old school values. Yeah, people now they
Right.
don't value marriage. You could take a
Right.
break. You can have a side piece, man. That's just so that's not fair. I don't know no part of that game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no
Mm-hmm.
part of that game. If you're married, we here till death do us part. We gonna fight it out.
Okay.
We gonna fight it
Okay.
out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that part of it. So yeah, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So when you invite me to stuff, and I know you and the family getting together, or just you and your family at your house, I know I'm gonna have
Mm-hmm.
a good time. I'm in a good comfort zone. I'm in a good space. I feel safe. I can be myself. I can talk my ish. If I don't want to go home, I can stay right where I'm at. If I'm too drunk or too high, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't even
Right.
got to
Of
leave.
course.
So I
Of
feel I feel
course.
comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care what nobody say on the outside looking in. You already know Chi Town Low.
Hey,
Everybody I
unique.
met, it's all love. You already know it's all love. So I just be
Yes.
sitting back and man, just like taking it all in. Like I say, man, it just be funny sometimes because if you not know nothing and on the outside looking in, just about just anything from the people to the case, you could paint such a different narrative. Shit, you could be just so blinded. If you just listen just only to like the internet or certain this or certain that or just the news, or you could be just so blinded. Yeah, it's almost not fair to a point because a lot of people are so misinformed. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
nothing
Right.
about being informed.
Mm-hmm.
You need the information. And if you get it just from over here and they trying to paint it this way, you know how they trying to paint it. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Then
yeah.
you get it over here, they paint it the same way, but just worded differently. You're getting the same picture, just a different way. It's not fair. The playing field is not fair by no means. It's not fair at all. It's not fair at all. So when they say his supporters are crazy and this and that, no, we're not, because we know the truth. And we're going to stay in this fight. We're going to support this man. And like I said, if it was me, I would have my aunties, people supporting me. If it was my cousin, my brother, we'd be doing the same support. We're not going to give up because that's what they want you to do. They want you to stop the fight. They want you to believe he's a pedophile. They want you to believe all this. No. They did a good job at painting that picture from Lifetime on down. They did a great job. You got to get up a little bit early to fool me. So we keep on reading them transcripts, keep on reading that black and white, or whatever y'all want to believe. If you ain't made no trial, no court, if they ain't really talked to nobody, and really listen to these blogs, or really go listen to Dottie. If you ain't listen to Dottie from top to bottom, you're gonna really be lost. And all the other bloggers do a good job, but being there hands on, rubbing elbows, and really seeing expressions, you know what I'm saying, hearing the coughs, the chuckles, certain things you're not gonna get everything in black and white. The ahs, the sighs, you know what I'm saying, the grunts. You see all the things from the jurors to the government. You see everybody interactions, everybody, you know what I'm saying, the way they moving. So you're missing a lot. You're
Like
missing so
if
much.
you weren't there, then you wouldn't have been able to
Oh,
see that the black jurors, when they was about to render their verdict, they came back in to the jury bench. They was looking
hey, you Nick,
pissed.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chat. I'm just
They were
running my
looking
mouth.
pissed,
I'm sorry.
like they didn't even want to give out this verdict.
Remember, they got upset because he kept changing the jury instructions. Remember?
Right, right. So that made me to believe that maybe those jurors were the black jurors that kept coming back asking these questions like, what about what is this supposed to be doing? What were we supposed to be doing? Y'all got this indictment saying one thing, but the jury instruction is saying something totally different. Which way to go? Like we don't. Then the judge said, "Well, you're gonna go with what we got now instead of what he was indicted for."
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
can read the chat. Let's
Like we
look at the
said
chat.
earlier, for those of you who just coming in the chat,
Yes, I ain't mean to take over
it's
your live. I'm sorry.
no. By all means,
No,
no.
Loyalty
I
can
yeah,
told
talk.
you before we came. I told y'all I want us to talk just like we on how we do on the telephone.
right. That's all it's about. That's
Loyalty, and Lady T both can talk.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah. Just let
Both of
everybody
them.
know. Yeah, just let everybody know we still around. We still support the man. We ain't gave up. You know,
We still
you might
step.
not, yeah, you might not
We
see us
just
all.
stepping
You
behind the
definitely might not
scenes,
see
y'all.
me all in the chat and you know what I'm saying,
It
this and
be
that.
too
But yeah,
much rah
we still
rah
around.
in the YouTube streets,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
you
I
know
mean, you know,
we still here
yeah.
though.
I mean, I'm adjusting. I'm adjusting. You know, so I guess the bloggers got a job to do. I guess they want to. I guess it's about what views, likes, and thumbs. I guess that's what it's about. So I guess subscribers and stuff. I guess you know. So I guess you know sometimes you got to get in blogger mode. You dig what I'm saying? And
Mm,
sometimes I see blogger mode. You got to be what selfish. I guess you got to be in blogger mode. And sometimes the fight I got into kind of loses steam because people go into blogger mode. You got to be a blogger as well. I'm starting to learn that. So then sometimes you got to focus on yourself. You got to be like your personal. You got like people that might like you as a blogger more than what they got into the fight for. So I'm trying to
uh-huh.
figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? I just don't want to lose the fight that we all got into the fight for. The focus is what I'm saying. I appreciate people being bloggers the way they blog and bringing information, but we got into this fight for chaos. That's what I got into this fight for, and the injustice. So sometimes I see
Wow.
you know, it can get personal, and I guess you do have to be like I say, be a blogger at times. But I just want to stay focused on what we got into this fight for. The people that I met is what I'm saying. Not anybody else, I don't know. But from the first protest and the people that I knew from when I used to be in the chats and going to trial and protesting with and pop ups and rallies with, you know, those people was really for chaos. We was in the fight together for injustice, all black men alike, you know what I'm saying, from the word go. But I just don't want to lose that. There's been a lot going on in between that time, a lot of this and that. So and I
Well,
think
you know, a
chaos
lot of the
may have got
support
lost
was
in that
scared
shuffle
off
just a
with
little
all the
bit.
beef and stuff.
Right,
That
right,
scared a
right.
lot of the support off.
Yeah,
Like, if I'm not from Chicago, I don't want to go to Chicago with all
right,
this going on the internet. What I'm
right,
witnessing on the internet, I don't want to be caught up in no
right.
crossfire, none of that.
Exactly.
You know,
Like I said,
so
yeah.
we know how that went down. You know,
With that massive 40 said I got a
but
long
that
leg.
very first one, that one Papoose did, that was the
Uh-huh.
biggest one. It was like maybe 90
That one
people.
was
Oh
my
man.
favorite.
Right,
Man.
The
and then
very
they
first
just
one.
got started getting smaller and
It sure did.
smaller and smaller.
That was beautiful, and that
Uh,
was my birthday. And that was my
Yep.
first time meeting a lot of people. I didn't know nobody, so I was just excited as everybody else to meet each other. Oh, that's Shot Town Friends from the chat. That's Lolo. Oh, Michelle, this and this. Oh, Keys Boo, K Baby. So to actually meet these people in person and to hug and embrace them and to be around them and to walk these streets and to fight with them, oh man, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. We was out there fighting. You know, it's Shot Town during the COVID. You know what I'm
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
saying? We went
Mhm.
out there. We went out there soon as they got him locked up. So we went out there when it was really rough. Everybody thought he was guilty before anything had came out in his favor. Everybody that anybody thought he was guilty from Lifetime. We went out there right after Lifetime. Like, no, we ain't going. This is not
Right.
right. So we weathered
Right.
the storm. You know what I'm saying? We fought through a lot. You know, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you get a few nose flippers and you know what I'm saying a few people that say this or that, but we had a lot of support. See, and if you wasn't there, we may look small in numbers, but we had a lot of support. Police or not, I didn't even know police was going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Nothing still would have got
Hey,
out of
Daisy
hand, police
Mom.
or not. It wouldn't even get out of hand. So just to be there and to walk down the streets, we had a lot of support. We had a lot of people blowing their horn, you know what I'm saying, stopping. So little stuff, if you're not there, you won't see it. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
met people that stopped and prayed with us.
One man was a taxi driver. He stopped working and watched us.
So little things like that, you'll never see the support with people knocking on their
Y'all
window
remember the
from
guy?
their building.
Lord, do you remember the guy that
Mm-hmm.
came outside? We walked past the building chatting,
Mm-hmm.
and he heard us. And on his lunch break, he came and caught up with us and got
Yeah.
on that microphone.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
microphone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh huh.
We met a lot of good people.
He was like,
Tim.
I heard y'all down the street. I
Uh
went on
huh.
my lunch break to see what was going on. Like,
Hey,
yeah,
remember that guy we met
like
that
pass me the bullhorn. Yeah.
remember that guy we met that got on the party bus
I
with us?
like I like the one with the one that Trent came to.
Yeah, that was the
All
first one.
three of them, they
That,
was taking
that was the
turns
first
with
one.
the
That was the
bullhorn.
first
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
that was the
Oh, that
first
was the
one.
first one.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
Yeah,
same one with the guy
that's the
came
same.
off his
Okay,
break and
yeah,
got on the
yeah,
bullhorn.
yeah, that was the best one
yeah. And,
in
and
my
then
opinion.
and what and you know what I always tell y'all, Shaq, that was the women. You know what I'm saying? The women put that was the women. You know what I'm saying? So man, like I say,
Shout
We
out
got
to
some we got some
Juan
we got some strong
Papoose.
women on this. Kev got some strong women on his side. Technically, they don't really
Mm-hmm.
need a little handful of men. They don't need us. You know what I'm saying? They could do without us on our BS. Technically, because the women could do this on
Mm-hmm.
their own. Trust and
Right.
believe. The women I met are
Mm-hmm.
strong black women. Before I met them, they hotels was booked. They had the route to get here. They had the gas. They had the Airbnb. They had the hotels. Whatever they needed, the flights. They had whatever they needed to get here to Chicago. They didn't know
Mm-hmm.
nobody. So I shout out
Right.
to them strong women. It's so many to name. I ain't gonna name all them strong women. But for the most part, the women that was coming here to Chicago, and that what that's one thing that hit my heart. That these women support this man. They're coming to Chicago, and it's not a tough fight because look at the picture they painted about this man. The least I could do is go down there and support these women and support whoever down there because it was really the women, you know, what I'm saying that was
Right.
coming here.
Right.
So I
Mm-hmm.
said that's the least I could do. And everybody know I'm short in statue, but I believe you me, when nothing's gonna happen to the women, they would have to go through me first. It was gonna be a slap or hit a disgruntled, you know what I'm saying? Somebody to say he a pedophile. But the women had it. Lolo, you know the women got it. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, respectfully, we was gonna stand on the front line. And anything that was gonna happen, we have to go through whatever 2, 3, 4, 5 men that was there. And the women, you know what I'm saying, give them a hold their own. So, you know what I'm saying? I just want to, you know what I'm saying, just to say that. Like I said, but once I met them, and like I said multiple times, hey, on time, they had their hotels booked, they had everything booked, their flights. They knew when they was leaving. They took their days off of work. They had the babysitter for the dog. They had the kids put together. They was
Yep.
ready.
Yep. That's
Man,
true.
they was
That's
ready.
true.
They was ready.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They had their music ready. They had
And it would
they had
and it should
no
have kept
problem.
going. It should have
It should have
kept
kept
going.
going. It should have kept going.
Mm-hmm.
It should have kept going. It was a
Me
beautiful
too,
thing.
basic.
It was a
I
beautiful
agree with
thing.
you.
Hey, Basic Mom. I met her at court. I didn't even know who Basic Mom was when I met her
So
and Denise.
so loyalty.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Judith Blake said, I had two brothers that volunteered Marine Corps. One went to Vietnam, and when they both finished the war, people called them baby killers. Wow,
Oh.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's tough. That's tough.
Hmm.
You know, that's
That's
that's a tough
that's
call
tough.
because
That's a tough call. That's
most of the
tough.
time the people that you're going against, they'll sacrifice those babies,
Exactly.
put those like bombs on the babies, and the
But
babies
what
come near you and boom, there you
but
go.
or what do you do
Yeah.
So
when you
so you couldn't
what do you
take
do when a
no
child got a machine gun pointing at you as well? Because my
right,
uncle,
right,
I
right.
think it messed my uncle. My uncle when he wasn't right, and like when he came back, rest in peace. When he came back from over there, you know,
Hmm.
he wasn't right. He wasn't right. So that shock over there, you know, yeah, I can only imagine. Because if you see a child and they got weapons, and you know, what can you do? They got a strap on, but they yay high. What do you do? You know what I'm saying? They got to be a mind, you know, like very some delicate, way heavy on your mind. You seen a child with a machine gun, a
Right.
child that's barely walking. You know, all
Little
the
six,
gun
seven
bigger
year
than them.
olds out there fighting war.
Yeah, so like, yeah, so. But like I say, when you at war, I guess you at war. That's the sad part about. That's the sad truth of the matter. You know.
And that's another thing. People here in this country can go to war at 18, 19, but if they was to get involved with a older person in a relationship, they ain't got the right mindset to be in a relationship with an older person because their mind haven't fully
Hey,
developed.
if you know, you know. Hey, girl.
Like that don't even make sense.
Like I said, I could definitely say that's
You
one thing
welcome,
that's
sweetheart.
true to form. Women are way more mature than us men by far,
Hmm.
and I could go
Well, they say we are like 3 years
at least
advanced.
at least. That's
Three,
why.
three, 3 years more advanced than you got. So, like, if you took a 18-year-old girl and boy, he
Yeah,
uh, he he mentally 18, but
But I thought
I
it.
wouldn't
she
even say that.
21 already in the mind. You know.
I wouldn't even
But
say that. I would say if you got an 18-year-old boy, his mind probably be like 15, 16.
right,
Hmm. Right.
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 But
Exactly.
But don't they consider a female grown at 18 to a point? A woman,
Yes, that's why
to a
female is
point.
considered grown at 18 and male not
Exactly,
considered grown until 21.
exactly. And I understand that. I understand that wholeheartedly. And I'm not running from that. Cause like I say, so some of the my like I say right now, I still hang out with some of my classmates and some of the young ladies that was like not saying advanced like sexually wise, but was worried about their hair, little makeup back then, the little lip gloss. They divas now to this day. You dig what I'm saying? The same young ladies, you could see that they
Mm-hmm,
grew to be
hmm.
women now. I knew it was gonna be in there. Some of the same
Right.
guys that was kind of suave back in the day was worried about their gear and hair and looks. They the same type of men. They keep it all together. Haircut. They still got that old swag with them. So
Hmm.
you could just kind of see. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody mature and at their own pace. But like you say, Chi-Town, it all starts at home. So I don't care who it
Facts.
was. If the parents, if any man is getting somebody that's not supposed to be dealt with, if you getting past all these people and you fall into good luck. That's on that household. That's on their people. You know. But like I said, I saw it all around the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, grown men was at my senior prom. Like I said, I knew
Hmm.
and some of the women that was there, they had brothers that went to school with us. They had brothers that graduated with us. They had a daddy at home. So if all these guys and little old me, what is me? How am I going to think it's something wrong with it? And I know the daddy, he had to get past the daddy. Cause let
Hmm.
me tell you this. I'm old school. When I used to go on my pickup dates, you
Hmm.
think you think I could pull up and blow that horn? I had to get out and go to the door and get my date. I had to
Right.
meet the daddy 9 times out of
Exactly.
10. Wasn't that sitting in front of the house blowing the horn and then she come outside? Oh no, no, no. I had to get out that car and come meet the parents.
Right,
Hmm.
right.
You know,
Hmm.
and let them know where y'all finna go, what time y'all coming back. We just going to the movie and then we're gonna go to, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have what time? Okay.
Have a
Yeah,
good day,
the parents
Have a
had to
good
get a
day.
feel
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
hmm.
I had to go to the door. Wasn't no pulling up and she come outside or blow the horn. I think I tried that one time. And her daddy damn near man told me something about myself that I carry to this day. I'm not never blowing no horn in front of no woman house. Not never. Not never. You better get out there. You better get out that car and go get that girl. Get that young lady. I learned that a long time ago. So like I say,
Hmm.
certain things was instilled. I don't know what they think was going on here in the early '90s. Shot Town was great. What's my one joke I always say, Shot Town? I always tell y'all, we did not need R. Kelly. We had Michael Jordan. We had
Yeah.
Jordan.
We had
We had
Michael
Michael
Jordan,
Jordan.
baby.
We was winning. We didn't have
Hey,
time for this
Jay
shit.
Taylor. Hmm.
Yeah, what up?
Jay Taylor saying hi to
Yeah,
you,
yeah. We
Lolo
had we
Lodge.
What
had
up? What
Michael
up?
Jordan. The city was lit. The city was lit. We was
Hmm.
winning.
Yes. 6 times, right?
3 and 3. Man, he took us
Six
to
Yeah.
times.
three. Man,
Yeah.
we was looting, parade, tearing up the city.
You're right. We weren't even thinking about R. Kelly then.
Not like that.
And I ain't even into sports, but I bet you
Man,
I
we
was
was
into it, them
we was in the
Bulls,
West
baby, and I was
Side.
into them
We was
Bears when
looting.
we won the Super Bowl with Walter Payton.
What?
Bet you I watched
What?
that one too.
Man, we was having a great time.
I think
You
that
know
was
what I'm saying?
81
No, 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 no. Not 80, 90.
when Walter Payton,
Oh yeah, the 85.
85,
or
85.
Yeah,
85, right?
I was in eighth grade.
I remember watching
That
that
was the
one.
year I was born.
I was
Man, no.
okay. What? And
I was
and
in eighth
Lolo,
grade.
I was in high school. No, was I? I don't think. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
Shy.
85. Yeah, I was in high school. I was a
You had to.
freshman.
No, you was a freshman or sophomore, Shy.
Freshman in 85. I graduated grammar school in 84.
Yeah,
Graduated high school in 88.
yeah. No, you was just being born.
Yeah, I was just
My
being
baby
born.
sister was born in Crystal older than you, Lolo.
Yeah, Crystal older than me by I think a year.
That's crazy because Crystal was born in 84.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lolo born. That's my brother's born. He the same age as my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man. I tell him, man, the city was on fire. We was winning championships. He was coming to his own. Then at that time we had we had Crucial Conflict. We had the Brat floating around. We had Tongue Twister.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the city was lit.
Common.
Man,
It was
Common,
Common out.
man, Common
Yeah.
was around. Common Sense, that was his name. He dropped the sense.
Yeah,
Common Sense.
I
Do or
grew up with
die.
Yeah, it was tongue twister. He just went to
Crucial
Twister.
Conflict.
Yeah,
Well, I ain't gonna say I grew up with them, but I know them.
man, they was all around the city.
My
Kev
sister Crystal
was
dated
around the
one.
city. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was a hooper from the west side, all them ballers out west was
Hey,
hoopers.
Dana,
Man, everybody was
Patullo.
everybody was moving around the city. Just you know what I'm saying? He was just knows he was coming to his own. He was just real respected. We respect our hometown heroes. That's how we get out. We root for
Right.
him like everybody else. Yeah. We like do your thing. Yeah. The brat, everybody, this is home. They was moving around the city. You can catch these people on the streets, is what I'm saying. So that's
Yeah.
why I say he was just our people, our hometown heroes are just so regular. He was just so regular, so humble that might be his fault to a point. He was too accessible. He never got bigger than like, you know what I'm saying, like the king. He never he knew what he was on a musical level, but he never moved like the king. You know what I'm saying? Like holier than thou.
Right? He
He
never
was never moved
he
like
never
holier than
act like a
thou.
celebrity. He never
No,
act like a
never.
celebrity.
That's what I'm saying. How can this man do all this? And when you saw him in the streets doing videos, he didn't have
And
no
everybody
entourage.
knew his
He didn't
every
have no
move.
bodyguard. He didn't move with no like 10, 20 niggas. When you see Kels, it'd be what, 2, 3 people. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
two,
saying? He
three
had no.
people with him.
Did nobody want Kels. Did nobody want him. If they wanted him,
Mm-mm.
they could have got him. They could have caught
Right.
Oh
him
yeah.
downtown hooping.
You
Sometimes
know
he
where we
At
went
sometimes
to
he'll
play
Dungeons
just
ball?
hooping. They could have
sometimes
caught
he'll
him at
just be
them
by
Lakeshore
himself,
Drive. They could have caught him at a
driving
video
around just
shoot.
by
They
himself.
could have caught him at a nightclub, at the cigar man. If they wanted him that bad, they could have caught him. They could have got him. He wouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
He had no big entourage. He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have. Then nobody want him. He ain't do nothing. He didn't want Kels. We just rooted for him like everybody else. Like we rooted for all our hometown heroes from Kanye on down. These are Chi-Town. Chief Keef, that's
Well, and
Chi-Town.
Kills ain't, but
That's
see,
just
Kills
us.
ain't no punk either. Now he one
Man,
of those. I ain't no
man,
fighter, but don't push me. He one of them.
man.
Right.
No, he ain't no punk. Now everybody know that. You get up in this space, he ain't no little guy. He ain't no little guy by no means. He ain't gonna start nothing.
That's why I
But like I
say
say,
when dude tried to jump on him or whatever, he had to do it while Rod was asleep.
oh yeah.
He
Mm-hmm.
couldn't have did that while when he was woke.
Mm-mm. Not alone anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I say, sometimes you just sit back, you know what I'm saying, and
And that's a
like,
coward move. That's a cow. Why would you attack somebody in their sleep? I can't stand cowards. I swear I can't.
and that's the era we in too, Shot Town, and that's why it rub us the wrong way because we in
Jay
the era of
Taylor
snitch.
say he used to see Kels at the Cotton Club back in the day, chilling with no
Yeah,
security.
no
Right,
security.
by himself.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we knew who he was. Everybody comedy used to be just driving around. People like Deion Cole used to be at like comedy shows, like concerts before they became who they was. They was
Hmm.
around. All them people was around. Just you know what I'm
Even
saying?
even Bernie Mac.
Right, they was
Oh
around.
yeah, yeah, yep.
Very accessible. You know what I'm saying? We know they was getting
Mm-hmm.
shot. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They wasn't moving in fear. So do you think this man would be doing all that and just never left Chicago? He never left Chicago, y'all. He never left. Never left Chicago.
I thought he moved
No,
to
I'm talking
L.A.
about Kels. He never moved Chicago.
He did move.
He moved to Atlanta, but he was still here in Chicago.
Oh, Atlanta.
He had a place
Oh
in
yeah.
Atlanta and Chicago.
So he
And,
was just
No,
back
and
and forth. He never
I'm
right,
really
basically,
completely left. I see what you're saying, Loyalty.
right.
no, I was saying basically like after everything was like back then everything was so hot and steamy that all these allegations was going on about the taping and him going to high schools. That's the
Right,
time.
right,
That's the time you get little. Then when you come don't come
right.
up to high schools and this and that. That's when it was hot. He never left then. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
hey,
When it was hot.
loyalty. Guess what? And even with them saying he picking up girls from high school and all that, ain't damn girl on that stand said that they met him while he was waiting outside of their high school.
See,
Not damn one.
but see,
Facts.
how they play that real smooth with that word play because Chi-Town and Lolo remember Kenwood got a 7th and 8th grade before you go to high school. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when you in 7th and 8th grade, you were like what 11 to 12,
12, 13,
12,
14.
13. So at Kenwood, You got 12 and 13-year-olds at Kenwood with the freshmen, seniors, sophomore, juniors. Is what I'm saying. So
Right.
yes, you're gonna have some 12 and
So
13
they
year
got
olds
the
at
junior
Kenwood.
high with the high.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So of course, if he go up to Kenwood, it's gonna be some
Kenwood
12 and
and High
13 year
Park
olds there.
got it like that.
Exactly, because the seventh to eighth graders there. So when they graduate eighth grade, they could just go straight to Kenwood High School. You understand what I'm saying? So of course, if he came up to the school to see his old music teacher or whatever, yes, it's going to be some 12 or 13-year-old girls at the school because it's a seventh and eighth grade. So it's a play on words, is what I'm saying. Is what I'm saying. It's a play on words. They had a bunch of basketball tournaments at that park right there back in Wood in the summertime. So if he just came up there to hoop or whatever, you might be around that type of environment. So they real slick with the way they play them word with the word play, the way I say they try to do things. It's not always like that. So it just like I said, I'm just glad I had the luxury of like kind of being hands on and seeing certain things for myself. I just had to see certain things for myself. You know.
Me too. I appreciate that too.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Like I say, from the protests we did to what I'm saying, to going to trial and everything, to like the meet and greets and everything. It was just man, it was some fighters out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure they somewhere, but man, we was in a fight shot. No, we was fighting. We had some fighters. You know what I'm saying? We had some fighters. We definitely had some fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't say it ain't over with though. It ain't over with. The only thing I say is that if you're gonna like base your decision off some transcripts or some black and white, I mean, yeah, I guess that's what you're supposed to go by in the legal sense of it all. But I think you're doing yourself a disservice if you didn't read the paperwork and then like make a court appearance and really see what's going on, because you're gonna miss something by not being there. You can't get 100% of everything that's going on, and certain things, like I say, you need to see when the jurors look at each other, when the lawyers sign, and certain things you just need to see the mannerisms of what's going on. So yeah, by you being there, and then I guess look at the paperwork and what they read to you,
Mhm. Mhm.
then you get a better assessment. You get a better assessment. But like I say, if you threw the man away after reading that paperwork, I don't really know how much he was for the man, and that's anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the fight don't
Mhm.
stop. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We might not never get to them numbers like protest wise that we ever might get to again, but we can say we did that. We was a part of that. And I'm quite sure them same people still support Kales. You know what I'm saying? They just support it in their own way from afar. Because there was some real true Kale supporters and really supporters for the injustice. And at that time, us black men, no knock against no other race, but at that time, they were doing a disservice against black men, against us brothers at that time. So to see women support that, it was easy for me to support that cause, like I say, in itself, because the way they were doing us, it could have been me, my brother, my uncle, my friend, my cousins going through the same thing, and we would want that same support, the same fair and justice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going off the truth of the matter and the facts of the case. People making it so personal this and personal that. It's not. No, don't make it personal, because if you
Right.
put your personal feelings involved, yeah, you could easily be swayed. No, look at the facts of the matter. You know what I'm saying? And then and base it accordingly. Base it accordingly. You know,
Right.
and that's all. Just get a man a fair shake, because he didn't get a fair shake in New York at all.
Oh
So
no, New York was
he didn't
hands
get a fair he didn't
down
get a fair shake. I mean that wasn't right.
horrible. I
Yeah,
couldn't even believe it. I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie. I couldn't believe it.
Like I said,
I
looking at
damn
that
near had to
video
slap
screen,
myself and say, "Is this shit real? Like
and
for real?"
they came back with that verdict so fast. We didn't have time to go home. They came back with that verdict so fast. That was
Hmm.
fast. We thought we could go home, Lolo, remember, come back. You know what I'm saying?
Dana
Like,
Patillo says one of my girlfriends in Chicago was saying that's BS about him being at Kenwood. Shaking my head.
stop it. I mean, technically, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of high schools say, like, a star athlete, whether he plays football or basketball. So come my guys that went away to college, of course they come back. They freshmen in college, they got scholarships. They hoop 4 years at our school, you know what I'm saying? So they popular. So yes, they come back to the school. Anybody that was famous sometimes come back to their high school. You understand what I'm saying? Not the fun people want to see them. They made it. They just left. You
Right.
was just a senior. Now
Hmm.
you're a freshman in college. You on a hoop squad. You got a scholarship to Ohio State or a free ride to Illinois. You dig what I'm saying? So you applaud them people. They come back for the
Right.
love.
And
They
you know
they
that's
don't
what
come back to
Rob
fuck no
actually
girls.
wanted to do. Play
Right,
ball. He wasn't thinking about
right.
singing.
And he could hoop. He could hoop.
Yeah.
That punk can hoop. He can
I
really
all
hoop.
three of them can. All of them.
Yeah, and tall as they
Mm-hmm.
are and big as they are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, and believe you me, if he didn't pursue singing and being a musician, if he wanted to be put the passion toward being a hooper, he probably could have been a hooper. You know, so I don't know how far it would have took him, but he probably would have got.
Loyalty. He did play professional
Yeah.
basketball.
I'm talking about. He
Oh, you
played that.
saying instead of singing?
Yeah, instead of saying he
Yeah.
could have been like a real one, because he had, like I say, he did the
Yeah.
mini pro, he did the hooping, you know. But if he would have put all this effort into hooping the way he put it into his passion of being a musician,
That's facts, Jay Taylor. I know
yeah.
that's facts right there.
Man, he would have
What he
been.
said,
He would have been.
That he went back to the high school because his music teacher helped him arrange his music. She helped
right,
him for years write his music and stuff.
right,
That's facts. That is facts.
Yeah,
and
she was
that's
helping him with his vocals too.
and
His
Yeah.
that's
vocals and how to put the music onto like music sheets and all of that.
Yeah.
right. And like I say, and you know what? That's one thing I didn't know. I didn't know he had like a what they say he a little bit like a little learning disability or what they want to call. I didn't know none of that. I didn't know that at all. So yes,
No,
I
I
could
don't
see.
think we knew that. I think we found all that stuff out with this trial.
Hey, that's what I found out through all this YouTube and trial. I didn't know that about the man. So I can
Mm-hmm.
see that's another reason to go back to school to talk to your teacher, because she's not gonna judge him. She already know his shortcomings, that he can't read or write, so she's gonna help him genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That way he won't get judged. So yeah, I would go back to my music teacher as well. You know what I'm saying? If I had like I said, if I didn't graduate, I left a little bit early. You know, because they always talk about the people at that time, you dropped out, you dummy, this and that. Yeah, so to come back and to overcome that and still have a little learning disability, oh yeah, that's the one place to seek help. That's where you go to. So it wasn't about no girls. They just happen to be there by default because they go to the school. Like, come on now, a
Right.
lot of like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Believe you me, at that time, like I said, he was so passionate about his career and becoming successful. You know what I'm saying? And take care of his mom and everybody. He didn't have time to do all that. You know, no, he ain't time to do all that. I'm gonna say it's almost impossible to be doing all that. It's almost
Right.
impossible. He
Mm-hmm.
couldn't have been doing all that. And being great. You know what I'm saying? No,
Mm-hmm.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Right.
And then, like I said, all them people, he couldn't keep everybody happy. So doing all that, of course, you're gonna get some disgruntled people that come along with hate. You know what I'm saying? Ex girlfriends, people that thought
Yeah,
they was your
unique. You right.
girlfriend,
You right. His
people that wanted to be your
we
girlfriend.
wait, Lord, we need to correct that.
What you mean?
Unique Thoughts said, and she's absolutely correct. His reading disability was mentioned way before all of this mess began. What I meant to say, Unique Thoughts, is the the molestation and all that stuff. I didn't know about any of that.
All right, that's what I said. No, I ain't gonna say. I didn't
You
say. I
wouldn't
wasn't
have
saying it
known
wasn't
about
out
it
there.
if you never
I
had
say
read the
I didn't
book.
know about it. I say I didn't know about it. I ain't gonna say it wasn't out there. I say I didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't know until like they started talking about it. I didn't know that at all. Oh no, right? And
Because he
yeah.
talked about his disability in his book, Solar Coaster.
Okay. See, I ain't never
Yeah,
read
so
Solar Coaster.
yeah,
Okay, I never read
that's
that.
why I say
Okay,
Unique was correct about that.
right. Okay. Yeah, like I say, yeah, I definitely didn't know. Yeah, let me speak for myself. I'm sorry, I didn't know at all until I started really listening to the cases that started coming about. I didn't know that at all. I didn't even know that he was touched. I didn't know that at all. I didn't know that either. I didn't know. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I didn't even know. Mm-mm. By the neighbor, none of that. That man, I didn't know none of that. All that was news to me. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I said, people might have knew, but just speaking for myself, yeah, no, I didn't know. No, I sure didn't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I know it can't be easy though. I'm just imagining it can't be easy, you know, because like what he said, like everybody got something bad to say about the man now. Like that's crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? All these people that been around him that I know he been taking care
Hmm.
of showing people love, you know what I'm saying, rooting for them and stuff, just like kind of turn their back on them. You know, that's like
hmm
it's
You
like
know, when he
crazy.
did the Gayle King interview, I was so mad at Rob for that. But now I really appreciate him doing that because after going to the trials, he wasn't lying. Not one word came out of his mouth was a lie on Gayle King. And that's you'll find that out if you actually sit in that courtroom,
Right, right.
just that's how we found out the truth about the parents, in the courtroom. I mean, we was hearing it on the internet,
Right,
but we
right,
didn't know if it was facts.
right,
As Will said it on the stand.
right. So, like, what do you do
And
with that?
I don't want to talk negative about the alleged victims, but I believe Azriel was telling the truth on Gayle King as well. I
Oh,
really do.
she was telling the truth because that's the same thing that came out in court.
That's why I say
And some of the stuff
everything
didn't
she
even
said
come
on
out in
Gayle
court.
King came out in court.
And some of the
So
stuff
that
didn't
lets
come
you
out in
know that
court.
that was her truth.
Some of the stuff didn't come out in court. Some of the stuff came out. The Jennifer got on and submitted that stuff into the his post trial motion about like the text messages, the actual text messages between Rob and her mom when her mom was pretending to be her.
Right, right. hmm
Now
Yeah,
she spoke about it on the stand that her mom pretended to be her, but it wasn't brought out to the effect of what her mom was actually saying.
right. hmm
But a question. I had a question. Okay, remember they said in Miami, right, when the police came to the room, she showed them an ID that she was 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So okay, when they came to the hotel room in Miami and they left, didn't they go to LA after Miami?
No, this was in California when this happened. When she
Right.
showed them the
I'm
ID.
saying. So I thought that was Miami when they showed them the ID. Remember when the parents was downstairs and he was supposed to be interviewing her? Remember she supposed to be auditioning for him or something
right.
like that.
And the
Oh
and
yeah,
the
yeah,
police
yeah, yeah,
officer and
yeah,
the
yeah.
police officer
You're
saw
So
the
right. You're
ID
right.
too.
so
But
that
y'all
was
know what?
Miami.
It was
That was
Tampa, I
Miami,
think.
right?
Tampa, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, that was
So
Florida. That was Florida
right.
one.
So that was Florida.
Oh
So they,
yeah,
they went to they went to California or Los Angeles after that. You dig what I'm saying?
yeah.
hmm
So
But
if she had
have y'all watched? If you go over to Siobhan Wilson channel, she don't have but a few videos up. But
mhm.
the very last video she did, she brought out some receipts. She showed Azriel's. I don't know if it was Twitter, MySpace, Instagram. It was one of her social media accounts. She was reaching out
That was
to one of
Twitter.
the big time producers. I can't remember which one it was.
That was Timberland.
Timberland, that's right. And she was saying that I'm a 17-year-old. Listen now, 17-year-old inspiring singer, blah blah blah, right?
And this was the
And this
time
was
when she was
in
15, 14, 15.
huh?
And during this time, she was like 14 and 15.
No, no, she was 17, Lolo, because this was the year she met Rob at the Funk Fest. This was the year prior to that of October. So
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
in October, she sent this message out to Timberland saying she was 17. Well, in December, she made 18. And then she met Rob like that following, I think, May at the Funk Fest. So she had been 18 for like 5.5, 6 months when she actually laid eyes on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's facts. That girl showed the receipts.
Oh, okay.
So she, in my opinion, and from what I saw, she was 18 when she met Rob. And she had been 18 for a few months.
All I know is the police checked the ID. The ID said she was 18. She said she was 18. Police, she had got on the phone with her mama. And they said, okay, everything cool. She 18.
Right. I
What,
thought
what,
So
what,
that.
I
what
guess
more?
we'll never know,
What
huh?
more do you want from the man?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But didn't he get a charge for taking her to California? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Right. So if she was good, how can he get a case and she was good when they left Miami and went to California? How you can be good in Miami and not be good in Los Angeles or California when they went to wherever they went to?
now here's the problem where they messed up at. They
Because you
said
can't, a black man, I'm just being real, a black man cannot cross state lines with a white woman. That's what Chuck Berry went to jail for.
here's the problem.
But
She she
if they show the ID in Miami, then that means that she was of age to go to California. Is what I'm saying.
Of course.
But so how would he get a charge in California if they look at her ID in Miami? She went to California after the Miami trip. Is what I'm saying.
you know another
Mhm.
thing. No,
So
you
I
know
don't.
another thing
Mhm.
is Diane got went on an interview with Michael Strahan. She said she checked IDs for them to book for her to book. So in order for her to book her, it said 18. So she put in there that it was 18. Said she was 18. How did she get past the security at the airport with a fake ID?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unique thoughts.
What you say?
She said, "What these bitches want from a nigga."
Man.
In my DMX voice.
And then Shatan and Lolo. One thing, when we went to trial, every woman or alleged victim, how come they were still in love with this man, right or wrong? Everybody
Right,
still had love for him.
right.
They ain't gonna
Yes.
tell you that. Everybody still
Yes.
say they love him and this and that and don't
Including
want this and
Rashonda.
still got
He
love for
came
the
out
man.
and she was the one pursuing him for sex.
Right. Showing up at random video shoots. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, it's a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, they might not pick up from just reading that. Like I say, look like a few of these women stalked him. How you gonna randomly show up on his video set? You know what I'm
Randomly show up at his studio and he
saying?
don't know yet you coming.
just randomly showing up. So there was a lot of little stuff that you kind of had to be there to see and hear.
Or hopping over his fence to get to him.
Yeah, it was a lot of inconsistencies there. You know. Yeah, so like I say,
Geronda said she was coming to his house like 10, 12 times, just standing outside the gate, hoping that somebody come open the gate. She did that like 10, 12 times, she said.
And that's the funny thing. All of these alleged victims are real diehard fans. Cause I ain't going to know.
Your phone
Let me
choppy.
stop. Let me stop. I ain't
you
climbing no nigga gate. I ain't
you're a little
doing.
bit
I just
muffled,
ain't
sir.
doing all that.
Shata, you muffled.
Just a
Am
little
I?
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you got your hand over the speaker, the microphone.
What about now?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't too cute.
right.
Too cute. Say I'm showing out,
Right.
y'all.
They see you with a line.
Yeah, too
right.
cute.
That
I
was my
had to
ladies'
bring my
night date.
brothers with me. They gotta help me out.
Right. Too
I
cute. She
can't
stayed with me a
entertain
date.
y'all for longer than 5 minutes by myself. You know, I be done came on, be gone in
Mm-hmm.
7 to 8 minutes.
I can't hear you, Shy.
Hey, what's going on with my phone? Can you hear me now?
What happened
Like,
to the phone? Like, are you in the
sound
bed
kind of
area
robotic a
or
little bit. Yeah, kind of robotic a little bit.
It could be my internet.
there you go.
Like,
It's better. It's
yeah,
better
yeah.
right there.
You just good.
Oh,
That's
okay.
there
Yeah.
you go.
It could be my internet. This stupid. See, I'm in my living room, and in the
Oh,
living
okay.
room, for some reason, and I got those extenders too. But for some
Okay.
reason, the internet is very weak up here. And my husband and where the internet is strong at is in the basement, and they
Okay.
they too noisy.
That's backwards for the internet to be stronger in the basement than it is in the
Mm.
living room.
Because the router is
Right.
down.
How many people in the chat?
See,
I
the
can't
thing
see.
is,
How many
Lolo,
people in there?
I just put this television in this living room a few years
Mm.
ago. I never had a television in this living room. We
What-
entertain in the basement, so that it's a big TV down there. So that's what the kids, when the kids was home, they had the games and stuff hooked up to it. So after they left and everything, I decided to put a television up here, and that's when I realized the internet is not so strong up here, and it was doing good, excellent. As a matter of fact, when I first purchased the TV and got those extended things, but now I don't even like to watch the darn TV because when you put it on, every 3 minutes it's buffering.
Mm.
hmm
How many people in the chat, Shaq? What you looking like? You got 200 in the
I
chat?
can't even tell how many in the chat. Ask
You
one
got
of them.
about
Can
200,
somebody
about two,
tell us
three
how
hundred,
many in the chat?
about 300. You doing it?
We ain't got no 300 in no chat.
Tell them get them likes up. What I'm supposed to get the likes
Oh
up?
yeah, hit the like
Hit the
and
like.
subscribe. Please hit that like and subscribe. I got to learn how to vlog, y'all.
Oh man,
I
She
should have
man.
doing
been saying that all
she
through the
doing this on the
video.
fly, y'all.
Uh, man, since if I got a couple questions, I got a couple questions. I mean, I got a question, y'all. Let me
Come
see who in
on
the
with it.
chat. I got a question for y'all. You ready?
Oh, we got Unique Thoughts,
You
Too
did?
Cute, Dana
Okay.
Patello,
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Jeff,
Big
Judah.
Jeff. Okay, cool.
K Baby was in here,
Yeah,
Jay
man.
Taylor. Oh, that's
Jay.
Jeff.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Jeff.
my bro. Oh, Jeff. Next time I'm sending you the link so you can get up here.
Oh
I will
yeah.
send it to you now, but I was getting ready. If y'all haven't noticed, I've been trying to cut loyalty down for a couple of minutes now because I only get 20 hours a month because this
You want to
free.
get done?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I was
okay.
going
You
I
got to
tried to
manage
How
keep
much?
that.
it
How
to a
much it cost?
minimum.
How much it
Huh?
cost? We can pay for it again. We can pay for it. We can pay for it. I'll give
It's
you something else.
$240. I was trying to decide
Okay.
if I
For
wanted to
how
do it.
long? A year? I hope that's a
Yeah,
year,
that's
not a
for
month.
it's for a year.
Okay.
I
Well,
might go
I'm
on
I'm
and
I'm
do it.
I'm gonna call Santa Claus. We can work that out. Oh, my last question, then, Shy. Look,
Huh?
when did we become a sector? What the hell is a sector? I didn't know I was in no sector.
Oh, a sector
What the hell is a
is
sector?
like a group, like one group. And okay, because although we got like different vloggers that's against Mr. Kelly, and then you got
Mm-hmm.
the vloggers that's for Mr. Kelly, we
Okay.
still communicate with one another. We used to
So
be. Well, I don't beef no more. I'm trying to get along with everybody. I don't got time for that.
okay.
But
Okay.
we
Okay. I just
still
wanted
all for one man. Either we for him or against him. It's still all about this one man. So
oh,
that's what
okay.
makes it a sector. You know what I'm
Okay. They
saying?
call us a sector.
Yeah.
Okay. I
like
didn't know. I
hmm
didn't. I didn't know I was in no sector.
like Motor Combat. Uh,
Okay, Jeff.
loyalty.
But
I didn't know
next
I was
time
in
I
the
want you
sector,
up there with me,
man.
Jeff.
Sector
Yeah,
pull out
Big Jeff.
his web, and then you'll
Yeah.
be caught up in
I
his
didn't
sector.
know. So I'm part of a sector. Okay. All right, man. I guess
And I
so.
want to moderate you too, Jeff, but I don't know how to do it
Mm,
through StreamYard.
okay.
You gotta catch me when I go live
you know what you can do,
through regular.
Chi-Town?
Huh?
You know what you can do?
What?
After the live is over with, go back and look at your
Oh, and
video,
then okay,
and
okay,
then go
okay,
press down on their name and click
Okay.
on add moderator.
okay.
All right, that was my last question. So I ain't gonna burn up all your stream, y'all. That was just. I just want to make sure I'm in the sector. I just want to make sure I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm in
Yeah, you
at.
part of the sector,
I'm part
whether
of the
you want
sector.
to be or not.
Okay, it's the sector. Okay, I got
Yeah, Jeff. We just said I told him we just gonna get on there and talk like we do on the average
Yeah, yeah,
daily
that's all.
conversation.
Yeah, gotta know we still
hmm
around. We still in this fight. It's all love.
Yeah.
We got our ear to the street. We know what's going on. We
Now,
don't
hmm
hit us, see us.
Chi-Town,
We still around.
you can't be going like 9 hours like other people.
Oh no, no, heck no, not me. I've been trying to end it.
Okay,
That's your brother.
Chi-Town, I'm surprised you still woke.
I've been trying to end it. It's
all
your
right, I'm
brother.
going. All right, I'm going then. All right,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
see,
No,
I know.
loyalty. No, I promise you, I enjoy every second of you
I
being up
know,
here.
yeah. I appreciate it too, Shy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just like I say, we just chopping it up. That's all. That's all. That's
yeah,
all we can
yeah,
do. So sometimes you have to laugh and cry. That's it's the
yeah,
holiday season. You know what I'm saying? And outside of that, you can wrap it up like this though, Shy. But what I'm saying? They need to realize that too because family is important. And he not seeing his family. He don't get no kids around the holidays. After your birthday is right after Christmas, so you miss Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, and your birthday. That's tough on any person that's about family. They got love in their heart. They want to be around people. And some of
yeah.
these people, they say they were giving them an allowance. He had a Christmas tree that he kept up year round. So you don't think this heavy on his heart? Come on now.
Hmm.
No, that got to weigh heavy on anybody's heart. So I'm not saying if y'all think one way about him, but come on now. No one deserves it like that. No, no one deserves that. That's just not fair. So I know this on top of everything, this is a extra tough time dealing with the holidays, the new year coming around, and then you got a birthday right there. So one single most way to celebrate the man for him to stay unmuted, yeah, just what I'm saying, go to his party, what I'm saying? It may seem like he not around and I guess we do the balloons for certain causes for like death. I understand it, what I'm saying, but celebrate the man the best you can. Like I say, it's not gonna be an easy fight, you know what I'm saying? And we around, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. Thanks, Shy, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate it,
Right.
Lolo, and everybody in the chat, you know what I'm saying? We out here, we stay in this fight, you know what I'm saying? Until next time. I
That's
appreciate
right.
everybody.
That's
Love
right.
y'all. Yeah.
Yep. I love you too, Loyalty. I appreciate you coming on the
Oh
panel.
yeah, always, always. No problem.
Yep. And we're
I
gonna
ain't
do
never been a
this
loss for
again.
words. Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna figure it out because right, we're gonna have to pay them that 250, whatever they want. They divide that up. Me, you, Lolo, Malik. You know what I'm saying? We have to divide it up, divide the
Oh,
cost
Unique.
overall.
I hope I didn't do nothing to you, sweetie. I'm
What you
sorry. I was trying to read her thing and I hit something and her whole thing lit up. I don't know if I did something wrong. I apologize. But she said, as our time's finest now, I'm going to tell you what my granny told me. Don't start nothing you can't keep up. Now I'm expecting you to come live at least once a week.
Right? Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah,
got
yeah,
you. I got
yeah,
you,
chat.
sweetheart.
Yeah,
And if you ain't no
I could
moderator,
say
because
that.
I can't tell, I'm gonna moderate you too.
Yeah, chat. We could
Um,
do this. We could do this once a week. But
yeah,
look, chat.
we could do that.
But look, if you go, can't you go live without doing StreamYard?
Not do not without. I mean, the only way I could do have y'all up here is
Oh,
unless
see, okay,
when we together one day we can do it. But in order for us to do this panel, we got to be streaming. But I mean, 20 hours
okay.
is really good because I don't want to be on here that long.
Right,
Hour
right,
is
right,
good for me.
right. Yeah, I figure an hour, give or take, you're good.
Yeah, but I mean, if
Just
I
to
have
see
to
how it
go
goes,
on and
you know.
purchase,
So
that
you
ain't.
say so.
I do. I'm thinking about it.
So you say you get a trial. We on the trial right now, so you get a
No,
20
no,
hours
no,
for
no,
the
no.
trial.
It's not a trial. It's just that you only get 20 hours a month for free.
Oh, okay,
So now,
okay,
if I want to just like how they be on here 8, 9 hours, they paying
okay.
240 a year,
Oh, okay. I got
which
you. I
ain't
got you.
nothing. It's
Right,
just
right.
I didn't
So,
really. I wasn't that
so
serious about it,
right.
but you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. I think okay. So we got 20 to play with for right now. So
unique. You say what unique at Shot Town's finest.
yeah.
What she said, I can't even see it. She
She
should
said,
type
"Read,
it too
man."
little on that one.
But
Read,
she basically
man.
saying, yeah, but she basically saying, make sure you come once a week. That's
Right, right.
she expect to see you.
I'm
I think we
coming.
can do
Unique.
that,
I'm
Shaq.
coming.
Yeah,
We gonna do it. We gonna do it.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, anyway, I appreciate you all spending time with us and listening to us chit chat over here.
Yeah,
And
that's all
we
it be.
will do it again next week. We're gonna try to do this once a week. Oh, so wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Somebody trying to come. Oh, that's Lolo. It's Lolo coming back.
Oh, you left off.
He ain't left. I'm sorry, Lolo. Did I
uh,
Shottown,
leave you
don't be
back there a
doing me
long
like
time?
that. Don't be doing me
uh,
like that. Come
she
on,
I'm
dropped
like
you.
sorry, Lolo. I gotta get
you
better.
see how she was excited, like, hold on, I
She
got
dropped you.
somebody here. Oh shoot, that's Lolo. Don't worry about it.
Oh
Ain't nobody.
man.
I'm sorry, Lolo. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah. But
No,
we were
I
just
had a phone call and I had to take that phone
oh, okay.
call.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we were
That
just
backdrop.
ending and Unique say she need to see us at least once a week. So once a week it is, Lolo. Loyalty agree.
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure. For
And it's
sure.
gonna be times other people will be up here with us too. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
like Jeff,
Whenever like our
like
schedules
and
line
whoever
up,
want to come on.
Right, Lady
I
T,
I
Jeff,
come
I
people
on
didn't
like
put
like
the
that.
link
whenever
in the
like
chat
my
because I
schedule
didn't want the
permits it
idiot over
to.
here messing with me today.
Oh no, we cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So,
this is neat. It's like somewhat therapeutic, Chi-Town. We all need this, you know. And for the
mm-hmm,
most part, you know what I'm saying, we kind of know each other. Like, you know, I met Unique Thoughts, you know what I'm saying? So,
mm-hmm.
you know, everybody know Big Jeff. Dana been around forever. Too cute. That was
You
my
know,
virtual date.
for the
So,
most part, I
yeah,
only
we good.
it's maybe about 12, 13, 14 people on YouTube that I have an issue with, and they all in one group.
Right.
We all know we ain't gonna go nowhere else with that. We know what that is. But anyway, everybody else, I mean, like, I'm not saying I'm best friends with nobody or anything like
Right.
that. I'm just saying I don't have
Right.
an issue. Like,
Right. I
I
ain't
done
talked to
had
no girl K
issues
Baby in
with
so long.
people. I done had arguments. I done did all. I'm over it all. Like,
Right. So that's why I said we
I'm
could
too
come
old for
over
that.
here,
I'm trying
we
to
could share a
live
few laughs, you know what
the
I'm
rest
saying?
of my days happy because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
happy.
all.
You know.
Right. That's all.
Hmm.
And regardless
So,
of what they say, you know,
right.
we still around. We still in this fight. They could call the man a pedophile and this and that. No, we ain't going nowhere. They can say whatever they want to say and talk about the
Hmm.
motions being denied and he this and that. Man, they can say what they want to say. We ain't going nowhere. We take it with a grain of
Hmm.
salt. So to share some laughs and stuff and see people like K Baby that I ain't seen around in a minute, you know, that's good there. You know what I'm saying? We
Hmm.
on the picture with K Baby. K Baby know what it is. So that's
Yeah.
good to see
K
people like
baby
K
on the
Baby around.
thumbnail. You saw the
Yeah,
thumbnail.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
They bring
another thing,
everybody up.
y'all. A lot of my little thumbnails when I do the stream yard gonna be like something we did with the in the little rallies. I got
Yeah,
pictures of a lot of people.
man, we got a lot of good memories, Chef. We got a lot of good
Mm-hmm.
memories. You know, and all that shit talking about orgies and all this old coming and that sounds so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They sound crazy. We at the Airbnb having a great time,
Yeah,
like
sure
family,
did.
like
Man,
family.
y'all hit an orgy without me, man.
Man, they just that boy. I'm just saying they had so much to say about that man's supporters, boy. I'm like, wow, I'm all that okay. Like,
Have a
damn,
man.
I'm a pedophile. They definitely calling me a pedophile. I'm like, I'm a pedophile. Like, damn, am I a pedophile? Oh, I'm crazy. They want everybody to be pedophile to support the man. Anybody support the man, a pedophile. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right,
So
Chad.
okay. Now we gonna go
I'm
on
gonna let
here.
you got the final
We
word.
got to get up out of here, y'all. We got to get up out of
Yeah.
here. So
Okay.
again,
You only
thank you
got 18
all.
hours left.
Right, right. So again, thank you all for coming. Oh, that's what I did. Okay, unique. I put your I pinned your. See y'all. I'm gonna get it together. I don't even know how I did that, but I did. I sure did. Well, I'm gonna figure it out. So anyway, Lolo and Loyalty, I love y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later because I'm about to go on and lay it down. Everybody in the chat, I love y'all. Thanks for coming over and spending time with me and my brothers. And please come back again. If you haven't already, please hit that like and hit that subscribe. And we out of here. Peace.
Peace,
Peace.
everybody.